Every adventurer knows the pull of the unknown, a call to the wild places of our planet. It's a feeling that stirs deep within, urging us to step beyond the familiar and embrace the thrill of discovery. The wild doesn't just beckon, it challenges, promising moments that will test your spirit and reward your courage. For me, that call leads to the heart of Zambia, a land of vast spaces and untamed power. Here, the horizon stretches endlessly, and the air is thick with the promise of adventure. The landscape is raw and beautiful, shaped by forces older than memory, and alive with the sounds of nature in its purest form. Here you don't just see the landscape, you become part of it, facing the mighty Zambezi. The river is more than a body of water, it's a living, breathing force that commands respect. Standing on its banks, you feel the pulse of Africa, the heartbeat of the wild, and the anticipation of what lies ahead. Whitewater rafting this river is both thrilling and terrifying. Each rapid is a test, a surge of adrenaline as you plunge into swirling chaos. The roar of the water drowns out your thoughts, leaving only instinct and the rush of the moment. It's an experience that strips away pretense and leaves you raw, alive, and utterly present. The Zambezi, famous for Victoria Falls, carves a deep gorge and explodes into legendary rapids. The falls themselves are a spectacle, thundering sheets of water plunging into the abyss, sending up clouds of mist that catch the sunlight. Downstream, the river transforms, twisting through canyons and over rocks, creating some of the most challenging rapids on Earth. These aren't gentle streams, they're giants with names like the Washing Machine and Oblivion. Each rapid has its own personality, its own dangers and delights. Guides point out the infamous sections, sharing stories of past triumphs and close calls. The river's reputation is well-earned, and every rafter feels a mix of fear and excitement before entering the fray. To conquer them, you need courage, teamwork, and respect for the river's strength. It's not a solo journey. Every paddle stroke, every shout of encouragement binds the team together. Trust is built in the heart of the rapids, where cooperation means the difference between triumph and disaster. Our mission: assemble a team, prepare, and launch into this aquatic roller coaster. We check our gear, listen to the guide's advice, and steel ourselves for what's to come. The anticipation is electric, a mix of nerves and excitement as we push off from the shore and into the unknown. We wanted to feel the spray, hear the thunder, and experience the adrenaline of the rapids. Every moment on the water is a sensory overload. The cold splash, the roar in your ears, the wild joy of surviving each rapid. It's a dance with danger, a celebration of life at its most intense. This adventure pushes you to your limits and reveals strength you never knew you had. Exhaustion and exhilaration blend together as you emerge from the rapids, changed by the experience. The river tests you, but it also rewards you, with memories, with pride, and with a deeper connection to the wild. So, hold on tight, the Zambezi is waiting. The adventure begins now and the wild is calling. Will you answer? The Zambezi River is one of Africa's great arteries, a lifeline that has shaped the land and the people for thousands of years. Its waters have witnessed the rise and fall of civilizations, and its banks are steeped in legend and history. Flowing over 2,500 kilometers, the Zambezi carves its way through 6 countries: Zambia, Angola, Namibia, Botswana, Zimbabwe, and Mozambique, connecting distant cultures and diverse landscapes. Along its journey, the river nourishes vast floodplains, supports countless communities, and sustains a rich tapestry of wildlife. At the heart of its course lies Victoria Falls, Mosi Oatunya, the smoke that thunders, a breathtaking spectacle where millions of liters of water plunge into the abyss every minute. Below the falls, the river is squeezed into the narrow, twisting Batoka Gorge, its energy unleashed in a wild, churning torrent. Here the cliffs rise like ancient stone sentinels, their sheer faces guarding the river's secrets and echoing with the thunder of the rapids below. These walls have stood for millennia, shaped by the relentless force of water and time. From above, the Zambezi appears calm and serene, a ribbon of blue winding through the wilderness. But at water level, the river's true power is revealed, its currents swirling with untamed energy, ready to challenge anyone who dares to approach. The rapids here are among the most formidable in the world, graded up to Class 5. Long, violent, and unpredictable. Each rapid is a test of skill and nerve, demanding respect from even the most experienced adventurers. On this stretch of river, the Zambezi is the main character, untamable, ever-changing and always in command. It shapes the landscape and the lives of all who come near, demanding humility and awe. The air along the banks is thick with humidity, heavy with the scent of wet earth and wildflowers. Fish eagles cry overhead, their calls echoing across the water, while crocodiles lurk in the calmer pools, waiting patiently for their next meal. Jagged rocks, sculpted by millennia of rushing water, stand in stark contrast to the white foam of the rapids. These ancient stones tell a story of endurance and change, bearing silent witness to the river's eternal journey. As you hike down into the gorge, the roar of the river grows louder with every step, vibrating through the ground and into your bones. The anticipation builds, and the power of the Zambezi becomes impossible to ignore. Standing at the edge, you feel small, a fleeting presence in the shadow of something ancient and immense. Here, you are reminded of your place in the world, a part of something much greater than yourself. Once you push off from the riverbank, there's no turning back. The current takes hold and you are swept into the heart of the Zambezi's wild embrace. In these moments, the Zambezi commands your full attention, every sense heightened, every muscle tensed. Here, adventure and nature collide, and the river's mighty spirit leaves an indelible mark on all who dare to ride its waters. Safety comes first on the Zambezi. Our day began with a serious safety briefing from expert guides. We learned how to paddle, sit, and respond to commands. Every detail mattered. Fitted with life jackets, helmets, and paddles, we practiced whitewater swimming and team commands. Carrying the raft to the water's edge, we felt the weight of what was ahead. In a calm eddy, we practiced paddling as a team, syncing our strokes. The guide's commands became our lifeline. Then, the moment of truth, we pushed off into the current. The cold water shocked our senses awake. We took our positions, feet wedged, paddles ready. The calm eddy gave way to the fast-moving channel. Ahead, the first rapid roared, our hearts pounded. The adventure was real. The first rapid, the boiling pot, lives up to its name. From above, it looks deceptively beautiful, a swirling cauldron of whitewater framed by steep cliffs and lush green banks. But beneath that surface, the river churns with a raw, untamed power that demands respect. As we drift closer, the gentle current quickens and the calm water transforms into chaos. The roar of the rapids grows louder, echoing off the canyon walls until it drowns out all other sounds. Our hearts pound in anticipation, nerves tingling with adrenaline. Fear and excitement mix in the air as the guide shouts, "Forward paddle! Go, go, go!" His voice is urgent, cutting through the noise, and we snap into action, paddles digging into the water. We dig in, muscles straining, needing every ounce of momentum to punch through the surging waves. The raft lurches forward and we brace ourselves for what's to come. The first wave crashes over us, drenching everyone in icy spray. Laughter and shouts erupt as we're hit, but there's no time to celebrate. Another wall of water is already looming ahead. Another wave lifts the raft high, almost weightless for a moment, before slamming us down with a jarring thud. The raft shudders, but we hold tight, determined not to lose our grip. The world blurs. White foam, black rock, water everywhere. For a few seconds it's impossible to tell where the river ends and the sky begins. All we can do is trust the raft and each other. "Get down!" the guide yells, and we grip the safety line as another wave hits. Instinct takes over as we duck low, bracing for the impact, feeling the force of the river all around us. The raft bucks and twists, spinning unpredictably. We trust the guide and hold on, knuckles white, as the current tries to wrest control from us. Every second feels stretched, every movement magnified. Suddenly, it's over. We emerge into calm water, gasping and grinning, adrenaline still surging through our veins. The silence after the chaos is almost surreal, and we look at each other in disbelief. We've conquered our first major rapid. Triumph washes over us, mingling with relief and pride. The sense of accomplishment is electric, shared by everyone on the raft. We cheer, high-five, and look back at what we've just faced. The boiling pot now seems less intimidating, but we know the river still holds many more challenges ahead. The fear remains, but now it's mixed with confidence. We've proven to ourselves that we can handle the river's fury, and that knowledge changes everything. The Zambezi has tested us, and we're ready for more. With hearts pounding and spirits high, we paddle forward, eager to see what the river has in store next. Rafting the Zambezi overwhelms every sense. The roar of the rapids is a physical force vibrating through your bones, spray needles your skin, waves crash over you and the current pulls relentlessly. Your muscles burn with every stroke, you're physically connected to the river's wild energy. Visually, it's a spectacle. Calm green water turns to churning white, cliffs rush past, sky flashes above. Your eyes scan for the next wave or rock, always alert. You taste the river, breathe its wild scent. The air is thick with the smell of water and earth. All these sensations combine for total immersion. You're not just observing, you're living the adventure. It's intense, exhausting, and exhilarating. You feel more alive than ever. The Zambezi leaves a mark on your soul. In the rapids, you're not alone. You're part of a team. Survival depends on working together, every paddle stroke in sync. The guide's commands are your glue. Forward paddle, left back, right forward. Instant response is crucial, there's no time for hesitation. Trust in the guide is absolute, they see the safe path through chaos. When everyone paddles in rhythm, the raft surges forward, alive with purpose. Strangers become a tight-knit crew, bonded by shared fear and triumph. You encourage each other, recover lost paddles, and break down barriers. In the raft, you're all equal. Paddlers with a single goal: get through safely. This spirit of teamwork is deeply rewarding. You don't just conquer the river, you conquer it together. The camaraderie forged here is unforgettable. The river demands unity, and together, you deliver. Between rapids, the Zambezi offers moments of profound calm. The roar fades, replaced by gentle water and distant bird calls. You float, catching your breath, gazing up at towering cliffs and ancient rock. Waterfalls cascade down, sun warms your skin, and peace settles in. These quiet stretches let you reflect, connect with your team, and learn from the guides. Laughter and stories replace adrenaline. The contrast between chaos and tranquility is striking. These moments recharge you for the next challenge. In the calm, you find the soul of the adventure. As the day wears on, fatigue sets in. Shoulders ache, arms burn. The river saves its biggest test for last, the grand finale rapid. The guide's serious look says it all. Maximum power, all together. You summon your last reserves, focus sharp, trusting your team. The final rapid is chaos, mountainous waves, violent surges. You paddle on instinct and adrenaline, every lesson put to the test. Surviving the last rapid is pure triumph. Relief, pride, and exhaustion hit as you glide into calm water. The team erupts in heartfelt cheers. You collapse, smiling, every muscle aching. The feeling is more than survival, it's thriving. You've pushed boundaries, faced fears, and discovered resilience. As you pull the raft ashore, you look back with deep respect. The Zambezi has tested you, and you've passed. The memory will last a lifetime. We came to Zambia seeking adventure. The Zambezi gave us more than we imagined. It brought fear, excitement, beauty, and peace. It taught us teamwork, courage, and respect for nature. This was more than a rafting trip, it was a life-changing experience. The world is full of wild places waiting to be explored. You don't need to be a pro, just take the first step. Whether it's a local hike or a mighty river, adventure is for everyone. These journeys connect us to the planet and inspire us to protect it. Share the stories, seek your own adventures, and let the wild call you. Push your boundaries, work as a team, and discover what you're capable of. The world is waiting, it's your turn to answer the call.